Guys, I just came out of Tesco and this is when karma, but backwards, happens. So for some reason the universe must have thought, do you know what, you can do a good deed, but we'll also slap you in the face. So I was in, I can't hear properly, I can't even hear myself. I was in Tesco there and I was in the aisle where like the flour and your baking kind of stuff is, and there was a man in a wheelchair and he asked me if I could get a bag of flour down for him, so obviously I did. I got the flour down, but when it was on the top shelves, when I lifted it down, I kind of lifted it over my head, I feel like, and the bottom of it was burst and the flour went all over my face. That's just typical. That's just typical me. That's just the kind of stuff that happens to me all the time. Do something good and just get slapped in the face. So yes, welcome to today's video. I don't actually know what it's going to be about yet. We're just going to see how the day goes. I've just finished up in Tesco and I have cheesy flour in my hair. It was cheesy floured as well. It was like a cheese and onion bread mix or something like that. So I mean, I probably stink. My hair, oh, welcome. So I got a delivery this morning from Pretty Little Thing and ASOS. So I am going to Dubai, as you guys know, next Wednesday to visit my sister, and I've kind of grown out of all my kind of casual clothing. I pretty much, hold on. I very much buy, this is from Olive and Frankie's, and not just the nicest jumper ever. I have used the same clothes every time I go on holiday, maybe buy one or two new things. I always reuse my clothes for literally years. But I bought, so yeah, I reuse my clothes a lot. So now that I am bulking a bit, and also because my sister moved to Dubai, I did give her some of my clothes to take with her, like my summer clothes mostly. So with two reasons: one, so she can wear them over there because it's warm and it's not warm here, and two, so that when I go and visit I don't need to pack a lot of stuff, like it's already there. But I did get a few things off ASOS. ASOS is my #1 place to go. This isn't sponsored. Because I actually got an outfit for travelling in, which, hold on, because I always travel in gym clothes all the time, but I wanted something non-gym clothes that was still comfy to travel in, and this is a recycled outfit, so it's kind of like, I don't want to say they're woolly, but I mean they're not made of wool, but they're that kind of material, kind of soft jogger material, and it comes with a matching jumper. It's like a cord set, so it kind of looks like an all-in-one thing. Got that, and I just got two dresses. Just, you know, when you go on holiday, I don't take fancy outfits, but you take fancier daytime dresses for nighttime, if that makes sense, because it's too hot. But the thing I got mostly were bikinis. I think I got 3 new bikinis. Again, gave some to my sister, and also outgrown or had for like 2+ years that kind of needed the bin. So I'm not going to try these on right now because I tried them on earlier and I really should have filmed it then, but I didn't. I also got a swimming costume that's like a kind of cut out type thing. I don't know if this is going to be able to even show you what it looks like, but pretty much, do you know what, there's a picture on Snapchat, I'll put it over the screen. It's like this, so it has like a one shoulder and then your whole kind of abdomen area is cut out. When I'm looking for bikinis, my only asset of mine are my abs, so I go for things that highlight that. Again, and this one shoulder thing seems to be in, a kind of one shouldered bikini top, which is kind of khaki coloured. That's only 3. I thought I had 4. Nope, I've got 3. So that's my haul for the moment. That wasn't even a haul, but that's kind of, so it's next Wednesday the 18th is when I'm flying to Dubai, so I'm just kind of trying to sort myself out. My sister as well, I'll show you all the snacks I've got her, because pretty much the food I think is quite expensive over there just for like snacks, and they don't have a lot of the things that she would normally eat. So if you haven't tried these Belvita biscuits, oh my god, they are accidentally vegan. They, oopsies, where are the ingredients? Yeah, it's, oh my god, they're just so good. Why am I double checking them? Because I've read them like 3 times just to make sure. But they're pretty much breakfast biscuits with Nutella on top. I wouldn't eat these for breakfast, but I'd have them as a snack. So I've got her these. I've obviously got her the Bourneville buttons. Hopefully they don't melt in my suitcase. Surely they won't. What else did I get her? Oh, then I've literally just packed her like cleaning supplies. Which is the only reason I'm literally going to Dubai, is to help her like decorate her apartment and bring her over stuff that's a bit too expensive over there. Literally chocolate buttons and breakfast biscuits. Wow. And I also got these 2 mugs that are really cute, but I'll show you them when I get there because I'm not unboxing them. And also she may watch this video, and you know what, it's a wee surprise. It's a wee surprise. So that's kind of my morning thus far. I think I'm going to make this video a bit more of like kind of tips or my kind of top tips on bulking, or just like trying to gain weight or muscle in general, especially on a vegan diet, because I personally don't think it's harder, but some people do struggle with it, whether you're just naturally skinny or whether you're just not meeting your calorie goals on a plant-based diet. So I think we're going to sit down, maybe go through like 3 to 5 top points, and just kind of vlog throughout the day and see where we go. I will be going to the gym later on. I think I'm going to do push. I think I'll do push. That is the plan of action. Right now I'm trying to have a snack right enough because it's between breakfast and lunch, and for some reason I'm hungry. So I'm going to have, I'll show you what I'm going to have. Yeah. Oh my goodness, causing havoc. These right here, why is that not focusing? Are my favourite snack of all time. Delicious like Ella balls. I mean, to be fair, actually, my homemade energy balls or protein balls are my fave, but these are just handy. I'm sure they were on sale and that's why I bought them. They're the best. Okay, so like I said, one of the questions I get quite a lot is how do you like make sure you meet your caloric needs when you're trying to build muscle mass, and also what other tips can you give to either whether it's gain weight or gain mass. Normally it's gain mass. Most people want to gain muscle. I would say top 3 tips would be, if you're looking at your food, because obviously that's the easiest way to add more calories to your diet. I know obviously if you're trying to keep it healthy and trying to keep it clean, it seems like, oh my god, itchy nose, it seems like you have to eat like a really big volume of food, and I normally eat about 2,200 for maintenance calories, and then kind of anything from 2,500 upwards for bulking calories, if you like. So for me that's an extra 300 calories minimum that I have to add into my diet. And you think at first, like 300 calories, if you're trying to keep it healthy and not just eating like half a tub of ice cream, for example. The easiest way I did it was, I normally eat roughly 80 grams of oats for breakfast. I changed that to 100 grams of oats. I had 1 tablespoon of nut butter. I now have 2 tablespoons of nut butter. That already was like an extra 200 calories for the oats and the nut butter added in. Probably more than that actually. Smoothies I always have for lunch. As you guys know, I had 2 bananas in there instead of 1. Again, another 100 calories. And then at dinner time, pretty much the only thing I changed at dinner time was either adding in like an avocado, or having beans as well as tofu, or also using higher calorie sauces. So it's really nothing that extreme when you're just trying to add in say 300-400 calories. It's really easy to do healthily and on whole foods as well. Obviously I still have chocolate and desserts like nearly every single day, but obviously I don't want to eat like 400 calories worth to get my extra calories, if that makes sense. So for me it's not about hitting more macros or anything like that, because for me it was very easy to eat the amount of carbs, fat and protein that I wanted to eat. The only one I really actually focus on is protein, and when I say focus on it, I mean like I have a rough idea of how much of it I eat, just because obviously I need adequate amounts to build muscle mass. I aim for about 100 to 120 grams of protein a day. My fat is around about, normally about 50 grams a day regularly, but when I'm bulking it's probably like 60-70, and carbs are just however many I want to eat. Like I don't pay attention to my carb intake whatsoever. They're personally not a food group that affects my body, so I feel more affected by fat, and by what I mean by that is like I feel more bloated, or I feel uncomfortable or full, or like my stomach's just a bit off if I eat too much fat. Now that's just my personal body. Some people are the opposite. They might feel like that on too many carbs versus too much fat. It just depends on your body. So that's the food side of it. It's really easy just to add in, when you think about bulking you think, oh my god, like 2,600 calories for example, how am I going to eat that? But if you're already eating about 2,000, 2,200, you're really only adding in like 300, 400, 500 calories, which can be done easily with like bananas, avocados, dates, even an extra protein shake. Just adding in, like bulking up your meals you're already having, like I said with the oats and things. Number 2, if you are someone that's trying to build muscle, look at your overall activity level. Are you someone that expends a lot of energy out with the gym, i.e. do you do a lot of walking, cardio, cycling, that kind of thing? For me, the only exercise I do when I'm bulking is weight training in the gym, and I do weight training like 5 to 6 times a week. I don't do anything else. I don't do steps or cardio of any kind. It's just purely focusing on weights, and then that way it helps me as well if I then want to come back down to maintenance. All I have to do is take my food back to normal. However, if I wanted to start cutting, for me, rather than cutting calories, as you will have seen from my wedding prep series, I added in steps. So for going from not zero steps a day, I do walk, but not having a step goal to going to like 10,000 steps a day was a huge difference in my daily routine. Because, so for example, if you go on my phone, I know this isn't the most accurate one, but if you go onto your phone and it tells you the health app, now today I have not really left the house yet, I've not been to the gym or anything, so far I've only done 1,600 steps, and that's kind of the middle of the afternoon. So I mean, even double that, you're looking at only 4,000 or 5,000 steps in a day, versus if you double that, then you're already doubling your cardiovascular output. So for me, when I cut, it's very much a case of adding in the steps, and then over time, if I have to taper my diet, then I can. But I very much would rather do 10,000 steps a day than reduce my calories by 300 or 250 or anything like that. So that is my two kind of tips there. Kind of generic tips are just the obvious ones. If you are someone that is trying to eat a certain amount of food, have that food in your house, because if you don't have the food, you're not going to eat it. Also have a proper eating schedule as well, because obviously if your food is all over the place, you're not going to be hungry and you're not going to want to eat, that kind of thing. Me personally, as you know, I eat 3 meals a day. I just like breakfast, lunch and dinner, and well, dessert doesn't really count as a meal, it's just I just like dessert, but I don't really snack during the day, although I just showed you my snack for the day. But I normally don't really snack, just because breakfast, lunch and dinner is just, they normally are perfectly enough for me, and my meals are big enough that they don't need snacks in between. So for me, I know exactly what I'm eating every day. I do eat roughly the same food every single day, so I make sure to always have it in the house, and it's always food that's easy to make as well. I never really do long complicated recipes unless it was like the weekend, or I had people coming over, or I just had time to kill, which isn't very often. So this light is making me look very pale and my lips look very, very red. Let's just look past that. It's a very dull day, that's why the light is on. But yeah, I hope that just gives you a bit of insight. Like, kind of gaining muscle mass, gaining size doesn't have to be overly complicated. You have to train hard in the gym, of course, step one, to break down the muscle, and then obviously train it and shape it, and then add in the food to help you bulk it up at the end of the day. Recovery as well, you have to, this is something, when you're bulking up as well, you have to have recovery days. So you have to have days where you are resting, so your body can actually recover and build that muscle. If you're overtraining, you're actually not going to build the muscle as well. So those are the kind of main points to take away. Number one, nutrition doesn't have to be difficult. You can find easy, healthy sources to add in extra calories, and always have these in the house so you actually stick to your caloric goals. Number two, reduce your other expenditure unless you make it up with added calories. But if you are not, then reduce your other expenditure outside of the gym, focus on the weight training. And with the weight training, I personally do actually do a mixture of strength and hypertrophy. I had this conversation the other day, is it hypertrophy or hypertrophy? Who knows? I.e. I do a mixture of muscle building and strength building. And then the third point being, what was the third point? What was my third point? Oh, recovery. Making sure that you have at least 1 to 2 rest days a week, so your body can actually take time to process your workouts and your meals, and, you know, put all your hard work into fruition. With that being said, I'm going to get ready for the gym and I think I'm going to do a push workout. I think that's the plan of action for today. I think it's the plan of action. I really love this top, by the way. I think I've only worn it once as well. Olive and Frank, just be nice. That is the theme of the day. Just be nice, people. There's no need to not be.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sun.
Cable fly.
Why did you get it wrong?
Do you know, I don't know. I really don't. I'm probably getting hungry now.
You confused me. A wee bit more. There you go.
Oh, the next thing's a bit more cold.
Back. You're way cold.
Way cold.
just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight.
Where did you go?
I'm here. Hey, so what are you doing?
Decline push-ups.
Decline push-ups. What made you do them?
Follow me on Instagram, I thought I was giving a bash.
Get on a bash. Do you like them?
Alright, yeah.
Is there any tips you would give to your followers before they do the exercise?
Make sure you can do regular push-ups.
Make sure you do regular push-ups first.
Or you will hurt your face.
Okay. Did you hurt your face?
Oh no, because I can do both push-ups.
How many push-ups do you do?
I actually would like to know that. Not after a push workout, but I think I could do 50.
Next video, 50 push-up challenge.
In 5 minutes. Is that quite long? 2 minutes?
I think you.
Not 5 minutes.
Why not 50 push-ups in 50 seconds?
Let's be realistic. Realistic.
Cool. So new video, 50 push-up challenge.
That's easy. I could do 100, in like 10 minutes.
There's his claim. You heard it here first.
It's
been said.
I'll just see how quickly I can do 100 press-ups. Was this push-ups? That's what American says, no? Press-ups.
Press-ups then.
100. Oh, you were so close to my face. How quickly I can
People
do
need to see the real Steph.
I mean, you probably see my pores right now. It's very close, isn't it?
Yeah.
I stopped taking my tongue out. My auntie hates it when I stick my tongue out because she doesn't look like Miley Cyrus, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus.
Exactly.
Miley.
So for dinner I'm making this Buddha bowl, and the Buddha bowl, it doesn't really matter what goes in the bowl, if that makes sense. It's the sauce. So this is like a Thai peanut bowl. So I'm just going to do tofu, I've got kale, broccoli, sugar snap peas and carrots, but it's the sauce. So it looks like absolute nothing right now, but pretty much it's coconut milk with peanut butter, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, red curry paste and soy sauce. I will put the full description. In fact, I'm putting it on my blog, so I will put the link to the blog post in the description when this goes over the rice and the vegetables. Oh my god, it is so good. How do you feel about me having the last magnum?
Yeah, that's fine, you backed it.
I just want you to say no. You're too kind, just let me have it.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
What?
An 8-hour workout. It will be filmed for Thursday. I can't get it open. So good. What's your? Let's cheer. Okay, on that note, end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. But yes, my next video is going to be an 8-hour workout. I will explain all in that next video. But for now, I have a love affair with an ice lolly.